Hello, my name is Venkatashravya Gadam Setti, registration number 18BEC0616 and serial number 40. I am in A1 plus TA1 slot of Computer Organization and Architecture. Today I am going to explain the digital assignment 2 that I have created for COA. The topic was to analyze a floating point unit from an open access journal using the concepts learned in the syllabus. So for this I have chosen the paper, an arithmetic unit and multiplying accumulation unit of a custom floating point data format. First, let us take a look at how this paper is related to the COA syllabus. So throughout the CAO syllabus, we have learned that multiplication and division are two such tedious tasks for a microcontroller to perform. The time at which these tasks are performed is very long. So this paper aims to decrease that time by creating a floating point multiplication and accumulation operator based on FPGA and design a custom 32-bit floating point data format. So this is the existing architecture where we have two arrays. These arrays are the numbers. These numbers are passed to the floating point operation multiplicative unit and then to the floating point arithmetic accumulating unit, and then the result is output. So as we know, when we are doing multiplication not only involves actual multiplication, but it involves the addition also. So that is the process that is displayed here, that is the procedure that would happen. So the results that the authors established after creating the architecture was that the number of LUTs required for addition and subtraction decreased by almost 150, the number of flip-flops decreased by 40, and for multiplication the LUTs and the number of flip-flops did increase, but the overall speed did also increase. So it went from 113.441 megahertz to 190.342 megahertz. This speed, though it may seem small for us, it is a drastic change in the microcontroller. So as the speed increased, from this we can understand that the time taken to execute the instruction has decreased. These are the tabulated, this is the diagram that was generated for the architecture explained above. And so the proposed architecture split it into two different block diagrams, one for multiplication and one for addition. They used a Mantis operation and a Mantissa normalization for the same. And the architecture that was proposed, an additional part known as the digit control port was used. So what this digit control port does is it decreases the number of multipliers required for the multiplication, thus increasing the speed. All these diagrams I made using a software called draw.io, which I will illustrate at the end of the video. So this is the transistor level diagram. And as I said before, the proposed architecture with the existing architecture is that it adds a digit control port which was not there previously, and due to this the speed at which the operation is performed is increased. So the ALU is used, as we all know, the ALA is used to perform arithmetic and logical operations. So the stress on this ALU has decreased. Okay, so the advantages, like I said, the speed increases, and also by changing the number of digit control ports, the adjustment of the whole data is done and the number of multipliers in the multiplication part is adjusted accordingly. So a few demerits related to this is that the process time is less, but the internal storage has increased, and due to this the complexity of the design has also increased. One application for the proposed design is in neural networks. As we all know, neural networks mimic the brain. So in our brain, as we do calculations, the same thing will be portrayed in neural networks. So this architecture can be used in neural networks. And this is the final block diagram flowchart that was obtained through their findings, and this just splits it up into two separate parts, one for addition and one for multiplication. And this is the paper that I have referred to make these conclusions. Now I will be explaining how to use draw.io to create the visualizations I did in this paper. Okay, so this is the draw.io application that I used to create the block diagrams. As you can see, the name of the file is 18BEC0616 underscore DA2. This name can be changed as per the requirement. On the left hand side, we can see many drop down menus. These menus have several shapes within them, like general, miscellaneous, advanced, basic. For now, for the diagram that I will be showing you, which is the architecture proposed in the paper, we will only require the rectangle block, so we will only be using the general. So to obtain this block, you can just drag and drop it here. You can increase or decrease the text accordingly, and you can increase and decrease the line width. So I would like to keep it at 5 points, so I will leave it here, and then I will go ahead and drag and drop the other blocks that I require, or I can simply copy and paste the one single block that I have. So I will just arrange the blocks in the manner that I need it, and you can increase the width of the block by just dragging it on both sides like so. I'm just increasing the width as per my requirement. Okay, so that is basically it. Now I need arrows to connect all the blocks together, so that you will get from here. So I can just drag and drop it and then orient it accordingly. I can also change the width of the arrow by going to style and increasing it or decreasing it as per the requirement. I will keep it at 3 point. So here also I can just copy and paste it and then bring it down. Okay. I can move this up a little so that the arrow is visible. This side also. I can just move this up a little, move this here, and then I will have to, I need one more block, and then I need here, and then suppose I have to connect this block with this block, then I would use the elbow connector. So this you can just obtain by just dragging it like this. So that is the elbow part, and so likewise I am just connecting the blocks together, and on this side also. Okay, now for adding the text to the blocks. So there are two ways you can do it. Either you can double click here and then type the name of the block, or you can drag and drop a text field and then write the name. So then you can also change the font size by going to text and then increasing it. I can also bold it like so, and I will do that. This is called the floating point operation multiplication unit. So floating point operation multiplication unit. This is called the floating point arithmetic accumulating unit. This is my output result. This is the end, and here it is the outgoing output, and this is the digit control port. Digit control port. So that is how you can use draw.io to create a basic block diagram. Thank you.